Madison, I'm surprised to see you here. What can I do for you?
Don't talk down to me, Lyons. I had nowhere else to turn. You must help us. Project Purity has been overrun.
Yes, I'd heard reports of an incident there. What details can you give us?
The Enclave. They've attacked Project Purity. James is dead. There may be more, I don't know. You have to do something.
Then it's as we feared. Madison, I'm sorry this happened. I wish we could have done something.
Then do something now. They've taken over the purifier. Lyons, they cannot be permitted to have control over it. It's not right.
No. Calm down. You know as well as I do that the purifier doesn't work. It's useless to them. Perhaps it's time to walk away.
That's not true. James, he found what's been missing. We know how to get it running.
Is that so? Does the Enclave know this?
No, I don't think... I don't know. I just don't know what's happening anymore.
All right, Madison, it'll be okay. Now, this is James's son, I presume? I can see the resemblance.
Yes. He knows what we need. Vault-Tec computer, something to locate equipment. Please help him.
Very well. We'll sort this all out.
I need to rest, lie down or something. This is just too much. Rothschild should help you, but don't forget that he's Brotherhood. I've never trusted them. Be careful what you tell them.
I've been meaning to
Elder
ask you,
Lyons.
what's on your mind?
At
You
ease,
heard what the
son.
others have been saying? About the Enclave?
Hail.
You're kidding me, right?
You have my condolences. Your father was a good man. The most we can do is carry on his spirit. Live as he would have. Make our world a better place. The Brotherhood is an old organization going back to the years just after the war. We are but a part of it. What would you like to know? The Brotherhood began on the West Coast and exists there still. We were dispatched to this location many years ago. In truth, the Brotherhood of Steel has been struggling for years, both here and back home. Honor, truth, courage. These virtues seem to have little meaning in these troubled times, I'm afraid. Ah, no. That's the real question, isn't it? Our orders were, and are, to acquire any and all advanced technology, and we have, to the best of our abilities. But when I realized the extent of the super-mutant threat, I felt it was my responsibility to aid the people in their struggle against them. Unfortunately, my superiors back west disagree with my assessment of the situation. They feel I've grown too attached to the local populace. And they're right. In any event, the Enclave's arrival changes everything. It's been over 20 years since we arrived, and we've been struggling to contain and eradicate the super-mutants for nearly as long. With the arrival of the Enclave, I have a terrible feeling the super-mutants are the least of our worries. So be it. Talk to Scribe Jameson. She is our keeper of the scrolls. She will want to know what you have found. She spends most of her time in the archives. You'll find them in A-Ring, near the Great Hall. Would you believe no? It's pathetic, really, considering we've been fighting those abominations for nearly 20 years. In all that time, all we've managed to do is to contain the threat, hold them back so they don't overrun every blasted settlement out here. But we don't really know anything. Where they're from, why they've infested the DC ruins. And now here we are, holed up in our Citadel. Low on resources, low on troops. It's enough to make an old man so very tired. More than anyone else, I dare say. Certainly enough to know they're the greatest threat the capital wasteland has ever faced. The Brotherhood of Steel has encountered the Enclave before, you see. Over 30 years ago, back in California. Then they were led by a President Richardson. Now we've got this Eden to contend with. It matters not now, as before they seek to control and destroy. All in the guise of restoring order. Your father, I fear, was just the beginning. What more did you want to know? So be it. Why, yes. Yes, indeed, there is someone. Our intrepid Paladin Gunny trains all initiates in the use of power armor. When they're ready. Under the circumstances, I will allow Gunny to train you as well. You'll find him in the Bailey. I will send word that I've given my approval. The outcasts are a result of my greatest mistake, but a mistake I'm proud of nonetheless. When I came here, I realized for the first time that the Brotherhood's technology could truly save the survivors in this wasteland. I chose to help them, even if it meant putting the Brotherhood's interests at risk. Some of my soldiers called me a hero. Others called me a traitor. The dissenters left my command, calling themselves outcasts to mock me. I cannot fault their dedication, even if I find them lacking in compassion. Only in a very broad sense. The Brotherhood's oaths are to protect humanity's progress, but not necessarily every human. The outcasts and members of the Brotherhood in other places consider it a waste to protect most people. After all, they say, everyone knows how to make another human, but the secrets to making a P-94 plasma rifle are all but lost. Even now, a year after they left, the wounds of their departure are still sore. Some of my soldiers are angry about it. They see it as an insult to me. Bless them for their loyalty. They're more angry about it than I ever was. Others understand their decision. Sometimes I hear them wondering if they should have gone with them. I can't blame them, but I stand by my decision, and I respect theirs. Yes, let's speak of other things. Hail.
Tin soldiers in devil suits, and you lose your nerve? Those Enclave troops are a joke. Right. Good point. Tell you what, let's hook up later and go see Scribe Bowditch. I heard he's been working on some new power armor mods. Can't hurt. Sure. I will serve the Citadel and Elder Lyons until my dying breath. I will serve the Citadel and Elder Lyons until my dying breath. Is there any better life?
Hale, you just managed to get yourself into all sorts of trouble, don't you? Welcome to the Citadel. Not many civilians get to see the place. It's the best of the Brotherhood, bar none. No one gets in without my say-so. In my father's name, I bid you farewell.
Yes? No, I don't. What do you want? Spec Ops. Let's leave it at that. Shoot them, they die. Stab them, they die. Strangle them, they die. Stay safe, stranger.
Hail. Hail to you, stranger. I am Knight Captain Dusk, in service of Steel. If you require anything, simply ask. My story? I blow the head off anything more than 200 meters downrange. I'm the best shot in the Brotherhood of Steel, bar none. Not even Colvin can match my kill count. That's my story. Hey, wasteland humor. I like that. Got any more, funny man? I don't trust him. I know. I should take faith in my brother. But he disappears for days out into the wastes. He comes back without a word. He only reports to Sentinel Lyons, and he doesn't tell the rest of us what he's up to. I can't trust a soldier like that. The other guys, they think it's a joke. Glade's even got a betting pool going to find out Gallo's real name. A betting pool, honestly. I can tell you that those heavily armored ones, the Masters, they favor heavy weapons. Miniguns and missile launchers. My recommendation? Headshot from a distance. Avoid the meat grinder. Move silently.
What was the result of the latest scan?
There's been another behemoth site
I
on
ran
the
some
wasteland
scans on the
and the
enclave
evergreen
position
mills
of
of
the
the
purifier.
That's heavy rate of
Citadel is firepower that matters. What do you think?
Well,
All right,
what's your
thanks for the
tactical
information.
reason for a situation?
Hail!
Enclave troops have fortified the purifier complex. With the
Hail. Name's Greg. Greg Bear. Most of the guys just call me Kodiak. Heard about that mess over at the purifier. Don't you worry. You're safe here. Hell, I do it all. Recon, demolition, tactical assault. Guess you could say I'm the Pride's jack of all trades. Now that's a story. The only reason I'm here is because of Elder Lyons. You see, I grew up in the pit. Don't suppose you ever been there, huh? It's about 500 clicks to the northwest. Place is a nightmare. 3 irradiated rivers coming together. People there were not well. But the Brotherhood of Steel came down on the place with a righteous hammer. They called it the Scourge. It was a Brotherhood operation. They marched in and swept the place clean. Most of the people there were half-mutated, cancerous, vile things. And these people, rape gangs, torture squads. It was pure chaos there. The Scourge is the best thing that could have happened to it. This was way back, before the Citadel was fortified. Part of the early recon after the Brotherhood first arrived in this area. One night, a squad of brothers led by Paladin Lyons swept into the city from over Mount Wash, tearing apart anyone who stood against them. They were completely outnumbered, and still they razed that place to the ground. As they swept through, the Brotherhood policed up every non-mutie child they could find. Turns out there weren't that many. Me and maybe 20 others. The younger we were, the less of a chance that we were mutated. It was ugly work, no doubt, but it had to be done. I'll never forget the sight of the Brotherhood of Steel breaching the breast of the mountain at dawn. Elder Lyons brought us all back to the Citadel. He said it was the safest place he knew of. this place was still being converted. He put us in as initiates and kept a watchful eye over us. He was tough, but he taught us to stay alive. The man's like a father to me. Nah, the amazing thing is Elder Lyons. He risked everything. Went in outmanned and outgunned. I'll never be able to thank him enough. So I do my best to serve the Brotherhood. I know that's what he really wants. In time, I'm sure you'll understand. Gallows, he's not a bad guy, truth be told. He just doesn't talk much. And if it ain't soldiering, that boy has no time for it. Tell you what, though, he's the meanest son of a bitch around here. All business. The rest of us, we get our R&R in, not Gallows. There's even a betting pool on who can find out his real name. Talk to Glade about it. He'll tell you. Never back down.
This vertical, they're able to transport personnel at a remarkable...
Glad to see you and that egghead Lee made it here in one piece. I heard what happened to that purifier. Hell of a thing. Me? Heavy weapons, miniguns, missile launchers. If it's bigger than a human and goes boom, I'm all over it. You figure out his name yet? Yeah, I thought not. Man, I don't know. Fighting uglies is one thing, but we've never gone up against anyone that well trained or organized. Even their tech is better. Don't get me wrong, the pride's in it to win it. And I'll go down shooting if I have to. I just hope I don't have to. Back to it.
rate. So what's the latest with
Hail. What aid can I offer you, outsider? What do you need to find? You are currently in A Ring. Here you will find the Great Hall, the Lion's Den, and the Archives. Beyond this area is B Ring, quarters for the Knights, Scribes, and Elder Lions. Outside in the Bailey are the training areas and access to the Initiates Barracks. Other than that, down those steps is the lab. Be careful around there. The Scribes are touchy about who goes near their toys. You could say that. We have an old robo-doc. He's a bit creepy, but he does the job. You'll find him in B Ring. Well, any one of us would see Knight Captain Durga down in the lab, but since you're an outsider, you'll need permission from Elder Lyons. Very well. Steel be with you.
Enclave troops fortified the purifiers and sound good? With those good assurance, they're able to transport personnel at a remarkable rate.
All right, thank you.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Unit deactivating. This troop is hitting the rack.
I've been meaning to ask you, what is it? So what do you think? Can we take these Enclave guys? Have you seen that Enclave power armor? That's the advanced Mark II. I don't know if a standard round could even penetrate that stuff. Pretty dire, huh? That's completely ripping my dick. Hey, that's what I'm here for. I think that we should get back to our roots. Sure.
Hail.
Well, what's your tactical appraisal of our situation?
Enclave troops have fortified the purifier complex. What was the result of the latest scan? So what's the latest report? There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland, in the Evergreen Mills region. That's heavy raider country, so things could get interesting. Very well. Thank you.
May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years ago. The world has lost one of its few remaining visionaries. Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. You need to locate some Vault-Tec equipment? A Gek? Goodness no, certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists, let alone works. If, however, you share your father's determination, I may be able to assist you in locating one. Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault-Tec. It may have the information you need.
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A ring.
You are welcome. If you require further assistance, I may be able to help.
Hail!
Hail. Tin soldiers in double suits, and you lose your nerve? Those Enclave troops are a joke. Yet...
the situation?
There's been another behemoth sighted.
Hail. Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lyons, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lyons. And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now what may I do to help you? I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton. He was a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you. I only pray that my own death has such meaning. And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell his story. And continue to do his work. Through you, he shall carry on. But now I must ask you a difficult question, if I have your leave to do so. I escorted your father across the wastes. It was the best I could contribute to his efforts to restore fresh water to the people. I would like the honor of escorting you in your journey to complete his work. As a Star Paladin, I answer only to Elder Lyons. He has given me leave to pursue the restoration of Project Purity, as I see fit. By aiding you in your travels, I shall fulfill that mission as best I am capable. Then I shall follow your leave and submit to your command. As James's child, I know I don't need to explain, but I am not your servant. If I do not like the path your actions take, I will return here. Now, let us go forward, crush the Enclave, and fulfill your father's mission.
What's the situation?
There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland, in the Evergreen Mills region. That's heavy raider country, so things could get interesting.
I see.
Alright, thanks for the information.
Hail.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Hail.